You start. I am not starting.
Where's the host? Is he sleeping somewhere?
I have to cook also and host also. Why not? Anyways, we only do everything around here. Hello and welcome to another episode of Licious Answers, where we answer the most asked meat questions on the internet. I'm Gurvansh.
And I'm Darshan. And today we are going to answer the question, what are the best ways to cook chicken?
Alright, let's start. So the first question I have here is, what is roasting?
Well, I have to say here, roasting is one of my absolute favorite ways to cook chicken.
Yes, a whole roast chicken with a nice spicy marination. I think it's so easy, but it's so tasty. How would you explain roasting to our viewers?
So, roasting is a cooking technique in which you cook the meat in a medium of dry heat, maybe inside an oven or a tandoor. It's like grab your favorite part of meat or the whole chicken, a chicken leg, a thigh, whatever, brush it with your favorite marinade and cook it to perfection.
I love how the chicken skin gets so crispy, especially when you roast a whole roast chicken. So what are your tips for roasting a chicken?
So tip 1, if you're using a chicken with skin, ensure you pat dry the skin very well so that the chicken comes out to be proper and crisp. The skin will have a nice color.
Yes, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yes. And if you're using a part of chicken which is skinless, pat it dry before marinating it. So you'll again get a nice dry from outside but juicy from inside chicken. Okay, so tip 2. If you're roasting the whole chicken, ensure you always brine the chicken. So brining the chicken is something where you take water, add salt, lots of salt, sugar, your flavorful spices, and dip in the chicken in the brine for at least 12 hours or overnight.
Overnight, yeah.
So this ensures your chicken is really juicy, flavorful, and again the sugar in the brine that's on the skin of the chicken will give you a nice crispy golden skin.
Another very important tip that I feel is that we should start roasting the chicken at a very high temperature, maybe a 210 or a 250 degree centigrade oven, because that will ensure that the moisture which is going to come out of the chicken gets evaporated quickly and your chicken skin doesn't have any condensation where it's kind of steaming in its own juices. And towards the end you can lower, I mean not towards the end but maybe halfway through you can lower the temperature and set it to a maybe 180. After that 50 minutes you'll get the best roast chicken that I know would be crispy and juicy.
Crispy skin.
Yeah.
And now after this, if you don't get the chicken roast right, you end up on Licious Roasts on our Instagram page.
Oh God, I hope not.
Moving on to the next question, what is grilling?
So grilling is a method of cooking over direct heat of charcoal or direct fire as well. So the best way for me to explain grilling would be, imagine a barbecue where you've got red hot charcoal at the bottom and then a grill on top of that with some nice big chicken pieces slowly cooking on top of that. And the whole idea is that you're cooking at a very high temperature for a shorter time where you're getting, where you get like a very juicy chicken but with a nice like a charred look on top, which is basically the real taste when it comes to grilling. And if I have to go all scientific, that is the caramelization of the fats and the sugars in the meat happening, and the marinade of course happening, which you kind of, that's what makes it tasty. And that's exactly the whole idea of grilling.
So what are your top tips for grilling a chicken?
My top tip for grilling would be marinating the meat really well. I think that's, when it comes to grilling, that is one of the most underrated aspects to the recipe, because marination is the thing which would get the flavor of your marinade into the meat. And if you're cooking it for such a short time, marination will ensure that, a longer marination will ensure that the flavors stay together. Also, another small tip is the same marinade can be used to baste the chicken also while it's cooking.
There's one more important tip. Never forget to choose the right cut for grilling. So at Licious we have chicken leg, chicken thigh boneless, chicken drumsticks. All these cuts are perfect for grilling.
That's a hot tip too. Now, moving to the next question. What is the difference between stir frying, pan frying and deep frying?
So pan frying is a great way to cook lean cuts of meat like chicken breast, chicken supreme, chicken mini bites. It's very easy. Take a pan, heat up the oil, add in your favorite cut of meat, season it with your favorite ingredients, sear it, cook it, good to go.
I can literally imagine myself doing that.
Yes. So stir frying is another quick and easy method of cooking small pieces of chicken or tenders over a high heat in a pan or a wok. There's one more important thing in this. It ensures the flavor and the texture of the chicken is maintained. This is widely used mostly in Asian cuisine. Now you tell us about deep frying.
Deep frying, as the name suggests, is a method of cooking where the meat is submerged into hot oil till it's cooked through.
And why do you think people love fried food so much?
It's science, really. And over the years, we've been hardwired to love consuming carbs. And fried food has plenty of it. Also, another reason being the contrasting textures that are achieved by frying anything. So, for example, let's take a fried chicken where you've got a golden crisp crust and a soft and juicy meat inside. So that's something we all love and crave and only can be achieved by frying.
Definitely. And maybe that's another reason behind some of our added calories.
Okay, let's end this video by talking about an unpopular meat opinion each. What do you think?
I have an interesting one. So different dishes require different cuts of meat. For example, curry cuts for chicken curry, biryani cut for chicken biryani, small lean cuts for frying, etc. etc. What do you think?
So frozen meat never tastes the same. A lot of people freeze their meat and then cook with it. That'll never give you the same texture or the same flavor. That's why Licious meat is never frozen, only chilled.
There, we said it. Cooking is an art. We all heard this. But the lesson and truth is, cooking is also a science.
And we are here to make it easy, fun and delicious. Please do let us know how you like this video in the comments below, and we'll see you next week where we talk about the best ways of cooking fish. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And smile, and yes, don't tap.
Okay, stop.
Yeah. And